I'm not going to quit. I'm not. I may get knocked down 9 times, but I'm going to get up 10 times. And I'm not going to quit. The devil will hit you. Life will hit you. I may get knocked down. But bless God, I'm getting up. I'm not going to quit.
So you got to carve out time. You've got to make a moment in your day, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is for you, to say, I'm going to put everything to the side, phones, family, job, all that stuff, and say, I'm going to sit and meet with the Lord. I'm going to retreat to Jesus.
In God's hands, no script is predictable. No storyline is inevitable. No outcome is certain. Don't let the middle of the story confuse you. Don't be thrown off. Don't be thrown off because you can't see the ending. And what you expected to happen has not happened. God is writing history, and God is in charge of history. So just keep praying, keep trusting. Your story's not finished.
I'm getting up.
Because some trust in chariots, some trust in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. People will let you down. Companies will fail. The government won't keep its promises, but God will never let you down. God will never fail. No matter what you are going through or what you do go through, place your trust in Jesus. When you are in the middle of unimaginable circumstances and it feels like all hope is lost, trust in Him. Cling to His word. Look at His track record. What He has done before, He can do again. He was faithful then and He is faithful now. The Lord is faithful. He keeps His promises. You can trust Him. We serve a promise-making, promise-keeping God who can do the impossible. You can trust Him.
In our house, we had a basement, and I was scared to death of that basement. All right? In that basement was everything that was bad in the world. I mean, there was all kinds of things going on in my mind about what was going on in that basement down there. But one day, my dad realized, he knew that I was just overwhelmed with fear and worry about what was going on down in that basement. And so one day he came to me and said, let's go down in the basement together. And so we walked down the stairs, and instead of hitting the light switch, he just kept it off, and he said, hey, let's walk over here for a moment. And we walked across the basement. It was just cold and it was dark, and he held my hand. And we just sat there on a couch for what seemed to be an eternity to me. And he held my hand real tight. He didn't lecture me, didn't shame me, didn't make fun of me, didn't tease me. But we just sat there and we talked about my life as a little boy. Probably talked about baseball and sports. And as long as I sat there with him, I didn't need to worry. I didn't need to be afraid of what I thought was going on in that basement. And I found out nothing was going on down there. Because my dad was with me. His presence brought me peace. Listen, the same is true with us and God. The God who not only brings peace to us, but Paul says is the God of peace. He holds our hand when we're worried, and he says, come on, let's walk into this together. Okay? May not take the problem away. It's still dark, but you know he's with you and he can handle it. And you're good. You have peace as long as you're partnered up to the God of peace. You can walk into your fears. You can walk into your doubts. You can walk into the things that overwhelm you that are going on with your kids right now that just wear you out. You just hold on to Dad's hand and you just walk into those things. And you remind yourself of how big he is and how he's got it all under control.
You cannot give up When you enter into your long season, you've got to give it all you've got. Don't quit. There's two things that you can do with trouble. You can let trouble make you better, or you can let trouble make you bitter.
We have to understand that fear, first of all, is a demonic spirit. It's not from God. I think it's the enemy's favorite tool in his toolbox, the sole purpose of which is to keep us from making progress and going forward. Fear's whole design is to stop you in your tracks or to drive you back where you came from, instead of you going forward and becoming all that God wants you to be.
I think you'd agree with me that isn't it so easy to allow a spirit of ingratitude to harden our hearts until a sense of entitlement pervades us. And instead of being thankful, we think we're owed what we got. And we actually should have more. But from one end of the Bible to the other, we're commanded to be thankful in whatever circumstances we're in. If we don't learn and practice true thanksgiving now when there's nothing there, then when God gives you more, you'll still be dissatisfied. It's not the amount of possessions, it's the amount of heart within those possessions, whether it's big or small.
You need to take control back of your happiness. Quit putting it in someone else's hands. You're giving them your power. You control your happiness. You have to make up your mind, no matter what people do, no matter what they say, how they treat you, they're not going to steal your joy. Stay in peace. Time is short.
We have an enemy, right? We have the enemy of our soul, the devil, who's out to steal, kill, and destroy our faith and our joy. And his number one tactic and his number one ploy against the children of God are thoughts. The fiery darts of the enemy. They're aimed right at our mind. That's why we have the shield of faith, right? But the greatest battlefield of the ages will not take place in some country on some piece of land. It will happen between the ears.
This is a new day. There are new victories, new opportunities, new relationships. Quit living in what was and come over into what is. Right now, there is freedom for you. Right now, there are new beginnings, joy, peace, victory. And crying over what happened yesterday doesn't bring freedom. Living in regrets of what you could have been, what you should have done, doesn't do anything productive. It's time to drop it and move forward.
Do we pause to give him thanks for all of those things? Or do our worries and concerns, the waves and the storm overshadow the items that we can be grateful for every single day? So here's some application if you're interested. Every day of my life, I wake up and I write down 5 things I'm thankful for. 5 things I'm thankful for. It has been one of the greatest gifts to me. Just to start my day in the direction of gratitude and reflecting on God's goodness, it has been a tremendous gift. And any one of you can do it. Like, you take the, it's not proprietary. Take that and steal it. I just got a journal. I mean, I have a journal. I open it up. I write 5 things down. And I can look back and see things I don't even remember writing down. It's like, oh yeah, God is faithful. God is faithful. He is trustworthy.
I feel like I am drowning. Have you ever been in a situation in life where it seems like it is battering you wave after wave after wave after wave, and you feel like you are dead in the water?
Well, we may not be able to see him, but he's our ever-present help. God is with us. And just by remembering and dwelling on that fact that he's with us, it'll help to calm our fears. Boy, we need that reminder sometimes. When you feel all alone in the midst of your worry and fear and anxiety, God is with you. God is with you.
And God's not done with you either. And Satan will whisper and try to get you to throw in the towel. He'll try to get you to quit. He'll try to get you to think that everything's over. But just remember this, never place a period where God has chosen to place a comma.
If you're going through a storm, the first lesson you got to learn is God is always with you if you're a believer. There will be nothing I will face or you the rest of our life alone. Jesus is in my boat. He's in there. He's in my life and in my boat. And if you're a believer, He's in your boat too. God promises every believer, lo, I am with you always. I will never leave you or forsake you. Isaiah 43, verse 1 and 2. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I'll be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. What a promise. If your boat's rocking, don't worry. If you're a believer, Jesus is in your boat. So remember God's closeness. He's still with you.